before seeing interesting old YouTube, which give us a solution to the question recently in the internet, what do you think? Are the chances that Jews and Arabs will be able to live in peace and coexistence in mixed cities in the coming years? Definitely is the question which unfortunately we saw how Arabs behaved on the Shomrei HaChomot, the Watches of the Walls campaign, wounding people, burning synagogues, and did a lot of trouble. The Arabs in Israel, Lydia and so on, was frightening, wounded people. So the question, if it will be like this, so the answer, little chance, 50% says, high chance, 22, no chance at all, 19, and don't know, 9, no. So we see how much altogether. So let us see an old YouTube I did, which give clear answer to this question. To see now interesting words of Dr. Kedar about terror altogether, Hamas, and there we see afterwards very interesting table about it. So let us see what Dr. Kedar says. So this is what he says. This is not the occupation, nor the unemployment, nor the existence, despair, the terror attack that took place in Jerusalem, like any act of terrorism, hostility, and war in the history of the country, is another link in the sequence of the Jihad war, which has been going on for 100 years. This is Dr. Kedar, a very famous historian about what is going on in Israel. So it's no solution. It is Jihad, holy war, and therefore never can be stopped. So let us see the interesting table. So this is what we see in the table. The first thing we see in black here, no solution, אין פתרון. No solution. To what no פתרון? To the terror. You can see in red terror, and parallel, very significant definitely in tables. Amazingly, you have also parallel Iran. You can see in black, Iran comes here. Also, very interesting, because Iran, she is a supplier of weapons to the Fatah and to the Hamas, Hezbollah, as they believe according to the Islam. You can see here Islam, which is minimal in the Old Torah, unbelievable. In the Old Torah, you have here Islam in 2 letters, which is N. The Arabs, they believe in it, and according to what Iran understand and believe, according to the Islam, there is no place for Israel in the world. They have to wipe it out. This was they are now doing the bomb and 100,000 missiles against Israel. Because according to the belief, Israel is Satan, and they have to be wiped out from the world. Because they disturb their Messiah to come, unbelievable. So this is exactly what we see here. So when it is jihad, when it is a holy war, you cannot solve it in politics with 2 states or 3 states. They will never be satisfied unless Israel will be wiped out or checked away to Europe back, as they say. Now what you have here also, Amalekite, you can see the word Amalek comes here, as this is the evil force. And the evil force which comes to attack Israel when they desecrate the Sabbath, when they transgress the Torah. As the Torah tells us, when Israel came out from Egypt, they were attacked by Amalekites because they desecrated the Sabbath. Then also because they had doubt, Hashem mein ein, there is God with us or not. Lack of faith, no. So today when we have the new government, when she's really government of the left, this who are against the Torah, against the Sabbath, as we know. Clearly they say, they don't want Sabbath, they don't want impurity of life and all this. So, no doubt that the Amalekite are far away for leaving Israel. So, interesting. So what more we have here, which is the most important, is the Messiah. Our Messiah, the Messiah will come. When Jews will repent, they will keep the Torah. You can see the Torah. Torah is like fire. And only then Messiah will come. Only when Jews will repent, will do tshuva, will keep the Torah. Only then we'll have salvation, with Messiah, with happiness and joy. But all the time the Jews, unfortunately, they create the Shabbos, transgress the Torah. So it's give part to the Samael. You can see here the evil angel who is in charge of the Amalekite. And he is the cause of troubles to Jews. So let us hope that Jews really will do tshuva. Like the Rambam says, that Messiah will not come unless Jews will repent, will return to God. And as the Tractor Sanhedrin, the Talmud says that if Jews will not do tshuva willingly, God will appoint a very cruel leader upon them like Haman in Persia, and today we have Amaniah, which is also exactly the same thing, want to wipe out Israel. And what was the solution then? Jews did tshuva, return to God. And this is the solution which can be only when Jews will keep the Torah, keep the Sabbath, purity of life, men and women. Only then Messiah will come, and happiness and joy will come to the whole